2026 Day 2. We will be beginning the Mario Kart World Free-for-All portion of Catalyst 2026. I'm Technical, and I'm joined by airhawkey.
Yeah, how are you doing, Tech? It's been a great day so far. A little bit chilly here. We've had some rain this morning, but it is great inside this venue. The energy is really fun here. There's probably going to be some snow later today. We're not going to worry about that right now. We've got a lot of races together today. Right now is round 1 of 4 of qualifiers. It will be 12 races to advance. It is a 48-player bracket total. These are 12 of our players we have here today. Yeah, 12 races from the start I think is really good, because sometimes in these early rounds, you know, you only have like 6 or 8 races. One bad race just really throws you off. Here, we've just got a full no-gi. It's like your classic lounge event. You can just fully refocus. Nothing should be messing with your mental here. It's just 12 races to take it on.
Exactly, and with how many players are signed up that have a really good opportunity to do well, I feel like 12 races gives everyone an ample opportunity to, if they start falling behind, they can come back and everything like that. You know, yesterday we had a lot of rounds where it was just 6 races, and you saw some people honestly getting upset out of the first round, and you would never expect it. But now with 12 races, everyone's got an equal chance, I'd say.
Yeah, no, and I think you're especially going to want that for a room like this, where, I mean, I look at this lobby and my immediate thought is just, oh my god, this room is stacked. We have 4 people from 2v2 finals yesterday, all from different teams in this lobby. And from that lobby, we have the 2 people who top 2'd on the Indies leaderboard with Six and Chrin, who both scored nearly 100 yesterday in finals. Cynical and Mirymeg there as well. A 2nd place finisher in 2v2 with Mirymeg. I believe 5th or 6th with Cynical.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people who have done well so far during Catalyst 2026 in these events. You see here Awoken, who is listed as Neko, got 3rd in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Finals as well. So we will be starting race 1 on Sky High Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously very good for Awoken. I'm very happy from her right now, because if you're in first, you just get all these coins, and you just immediately have the speed advantage over else. Especially being on Baby Blooper, you're going to get a little bit more speed than the Baby Blooper, or than the Mockbuck users, which there are a lot of in this room. I believe it's just her and Cynical on Baby Blooper here, and Knight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think over time, like, you know, people have kind of forgotten that Baby Blooper is still, like, perfectly good. Like, I feel like everyone's just kind of swapped over to the lighter bikes and carts, and, you know, Baby Blooper's kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit, but it's certainly still able to, you know, keep up with the Mock Rockets and the Rob Hogs.
Yeah, one of the biggest reasons for that switch is, yes, the extra handling, but just as importantly, I would say, is that smaller hitbox.
Right.
And if you don't get hit, then that benefit just doesn't exist.
Exactly,
and
right.
Cynical right now in an incredible position here with Ghost and Triple Reds in 5, with all the gliders and all the spots where getting hit is just devastating on this track. This is an incredible play to have.
Exactly, and you see Awoken originally had the mushroom to potentially take the cut there, but the red shell came out and she was just unable to take that cut, unfortunately. You see HeeHaw here with a star in 5th, which is a wonderful spot to be in, especially on a track like this, where the shock can very much come at the end of the track on either laps 2 or 3.
Getting a little bit extra height. They're still doing okay build, bumping, it's not going to matter. Able to hang on here. You still got the star in the mid spot. It's honestly getting to the point where you maybe chaining the set here for something a little better. But Mac getting so many people that are around, blocking all the way up in the second. It's Princess Brat with triple shrooms in first now.
This is Brat's track too. This is Brat's track. You see Brat again with 3 shrooms in first. You know, that is a wonderful position. If there's no shock, then it seems like this is kind of her race to lose, I feel.
I don't think I've ever seen her not win this track. I think that streak might continue. I don't want to jinx it, but she's able to actually win it. She's got 2 shrooms right now. Blue still hasn't come. Nobody's really incentivized to hit her out right now.
Right, she is perfectly prepared to just win this race and get an early lead, which would be great for her. The shot does come out, and it target shocks her off the track.
That target shocks just about everybody. She's still only just in second behind Gizmo. Getting girls well, might be give a full draft too. There's the draft.
It's gonna come down to whoever can do this last wall. Missing the ramp. Gizmo's able to get that trick. Getting the hit. Gizmo with the snipe. Yeah, Mac is gonna take the win, and Brat, despite the hit, will still take second.
Snagging 2 extra points on the line with that incredible green snipe at the end. Mac's going to be the one who steals first in the end. It's still gets 2nd place. Incredibly strong start for Princess Brat.
Yeah, and Gizmo getting knocked all the way down to 7th from that, which is out of an advancement spot. It's top 6 advance in every single room. So still a lot of time. There's 11 races left, but if you're Gizmo, that kind of probably brings the morale down a little bit, but hopefully you can just bounce back from that.
Yeah, no, I think it's both ways. You still know you're capable of getting up there. He was in first. Mac probably would have passed anyway. Mac got some greens as well, but you're capable of getting up there. You can recover from what I have to imagine wasn't a great shock. A lot of people get shocked there. It's one of the nastiest spots on the track.
Absolutely. And
you know you can get up there. You just have to hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's half the battle.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people might expect it to be, you know, at the end of the track where people are trying to take the shortcut, and then it just gets them off the track there. But right there, it's also just as good because it gets you right after that second item set, which I would argue is probably the most important item set on the track.
Yeah, it gets everyone off their set. It's going to get everyone off their track. You lose 6 coins from that, too, which I think is really underrated part of that as well. I mean, yes, with these low-speed combos, the early coins do matter, but if people aren't being super diligent about getting their coins up, they maybe only got like 8, 9, 10 coins.
Right.
Losing 6 speed down to like 2 or 3, and those ones matter a lot.
Exactly. So our second track here is Koopa Troopa Beach. I see this lobby wants to just have a little bit of fun at this point, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Immediately my eyes are on Chrin. He's got the high-speed combo in the room, along with Mirymeg's speed by a little bit, but Chrin's just as fast. 6 shrooms is actually kind of incredible for this track.
Exactly.
You see that shortcut he just took, though. He's got the shrooms to take it 5 more times, and an extra one if he gets hit. And he's already up to 6 with 5 shrooms.
Yeah, I think this is the ideal play, you know, just get as many mushrooms as you can right at the start, and then immediately just drive forward, see how long you can last up in the front. I mean, the track is so short. I mean, it feels like shocks and blues are like almost always happen here, but the track is short enough to where it's super easy for neither of them to happen at all. So you can really just run away if you just get shrooms and then just go to the front.
Yeah, Chrin narrowly moving through his Nana there as well. And yeah, the thing is, and just another shroom for the raid too. He's pulled 7 shrooms this race. You hear Mirymeg out there, Mirymeg's got ice, but it's already out there.
Yeah, Mirymeg's trying to ruin this run from Chrin here. Seems like
Cynical.
the ice is out the bomb from Cynical. What? Cynical getting stuck on the wall with a bomb.
Cynical a full lap behind. Chrin getting the shrooms.
Oh, no.
All his shrooms. Still a full lap left. He's got time to catch up. Things need to go perfectly from now on.
Yeah, so we're officially calling it. Yeah, they just called that this race actually is not counting. They just called that.
We might have had a disconnection of some kind.
I guess so.
If DC's cancel happen on land, you've got the cables, but if they can't, you're still gonna go. Chrin, just for the sake of it, gotta get some practice and see how many spots you can save here. It's probably just gonna be an 11. But that looks like it might have been a DC by somebody.
Yeah, they're officially calling that race will not count there. I'm not sure what happened there with Cynical. Like, either were they lap trolling, or they just, you know, on the wall. It seems like they got lassoed. It seemed like either they were lap trolling or they just disconnected. So this isn't counting, correct?
And this won't count if the monitor disconnected or power went out, for race won't count to another.
Okay, gotcha.
Monitor power somewhere dropped. I believe, if I had to guess, I believe Cynical's monitor lost power.
Probably, yeah.
And if you can't see the road, you can't drive on it.
Exactly, right. So I would imagine after this 12 race set, they're either going to remake the room or they're just going to do a 13th race after.
I think for points you have to be able to.
I would, yeah.
Dealing with those missing points,
Yeah.
nightmarish.
From what
Most
I
of
see,
the time, it's just best to remove.
right. From what I see on the POVs, a lot of people are just kind of leaving the room and hopefully just reopening everything. Hopefully they get the word out, because I think there's still a few people who are in the lobby about to play the race. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on it. But
I feel like a lot of people are probably having the KTV races.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the track is still able to be picked in that case if the race doesn't count, so you could just pick it again and have to play it again. So
People, you can complain about playing KTV once, play it twice.
yeah, that's when it comes up, you know. But KTV is fun and it's on its own, but if you're trying to win, it's kind of an annoying track to have show up.
It's gotten more interesting recently. I think for Discovery, there was the first room cut Chrin took all this time to got Discovery.
Yeah.
Week to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, within the first couple of days. And then more recently, we've had a streamless version of that cut that can be taken as well, which just makes the track more interesting. The more things you can do on a track, the better it is. That's what made KTV boring in some people's eyes. It's just there's not much to do.
And now, if you watch, like, for example, if you watch the world record now, that shroom cut as well, the world record takes that, the 2 laps where you don't use a mushroom, the world record takes that as a miscount as well.
Yeah.
So the track has honestly gotten a lot more interesting, but at the end of the day, it's still a Koopa Troopa Beach. So there's just a lot that can happen that, you know, is either in your control and a lot that is also out of your control. So
And yeah, that world record's on max speed. It's even easier on lower speed combos.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, it seems like everyone did leave, and everyone's kind of trying to get back into the room now, and you know we'll get restarted in just a second here. But what things kind of pop out at you when we look at what's coming up?
I'm looking for, now specifically, I'm looking for how people finish in their groups, because placements do matter right now. It's pretty much the only time today where you place in the lobby will matter until the games.
Right.
Obviously, first place, you have the easiest lobby next time, because each room is going to be a couple of people who get first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. If you're one of those people who won, you're playing against people who are weaker in their rooms. 6 is right now, off of points, the best performing player here right now. Scored the highest in Championship Finals. Chrin is just behind, and Chrin won all of 2v2. So I'm looking to see how those two finish. They've got a pretty high standard from yesterday. I'm curious to see if they can keep it up.
Yeah,
And everybody else here too.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And again, as you said, the idea is not to just always finish first. The idea is to just get enough points to move on. That's really all you want. But the idea, you want to get a top spot, but it's not absolutely necessary. Like, it'll be easier for you as the tournament goes on if you get higher spots. But the idea really is just finishing in the top 6.
Yeah, and I think we'll see as we go on, but eventually the playstyle, as the pack sort of spreads out a little bit. We saw it happen yesterday where we'd have people kind of stuck in like 5 through 8 clusters, for example, and Deluxe a lot. Of your gameplay starts sort of shifting from I just want to get as many points as I can to I want to stop my opponents from getting what they can.
Exactly.
Because those are the two things you need. You need to do well, and you need your competition to do bad. And sometimes taking your competition down with you is going to be the easier play. Like, maybe you've got a Mega you're saving to dodge. You Mega your comp when you're in like 9th or something. You'll maybe come 8th, but they'll get last. That works too.
Yeah, exactly. So we got Wario Stadium here for the official race 2. You see Mirymeg immediately getting a very quick lead, executing all the rail strats to basically perfection, I would say. Just keeping that early lead. You see Chrin in second is on the ground with a red. That's going to come up and get Mirymeg right out of first. That's exactly what you want if you're Chrin.
Yeah, and it's already Chrin, especially triple nanas here is so deadly because he's back 1 nana. He's back 3 nanas on there. Nobody's taking.
Just trap the rail and get as much of a lead as you can. This cut up here, this shrimp cut, does save a lot of time. But this track, at the end of the day, is still very runnable. You see, Cynical is actually going to take first place here, going into lap 2. And the idea here now is just get as much of a lead as possible.
That rang. Oof. Yeah, you're up here, but you don't have much to work with. Chrin's dog clean here. It's not much either, but it's something. Taking the... It's a way to take the rail, but yeah, there's a losing play though, and it's going to be out here soon. Yeah, we know Mirymeg is not going to dodge it, and it's going to be Chrin getting back into the lead here.
Yeah, my apologies. The name shows up as Cynical. That is actually Mirymeg in first. So it's going to be interesting to see what Mirymeg does to get away from this blue. The blue is going to connect, and that's going to send Mirymeg down a couple of spots.
Oh, I guess not.
I guess not. Okay. So something happened with that swoop player. Maybe tried to take the rail and maybe failed the strat a little bit, but Mirymeg still in first. It seems a couple people are going to try to shrimp up. See Brat in second now.
Second again now. Going to be essentially being the lead by a pretty healthy margin, especially with 2 shrooms right now. I don't see Mac anywhere, but none of these. Mirymeg was 11th place.
Yeah, Brat has to be careful of this Nana right here.
This Nana's coming back soon.
At any point, Mirymeg could drop this, and it's just over for Brat if she stays on the rail.
Yeah, you look at the split right now. You can settle for third. You can trim up at the end.
Yeah, just hang on to this.
You're probably not going to pass these two.
Yeah,
just go around.
Especially since Brat got second that first race. Like, she's totally fine to just get third here.
You got the shrooms here as well. This is fine. You recover. You get a new item. You got a shroom for final Kart. Especially, yeah, look at this gap. He's as far from second as he is from fourth.
Pretty much, yeah.
You take your third here. You've got 2 direct at first races. 22 is an incredible pace to start.
Exactly. And if you're Brat here, this is completely fine. Like, you feel good about this start.
22 is incredible pace to be. Very, very solid first 2 races by her.
Right, so I feel like I think Chrin and Mirymeg, Chrin and Mirymeg getting into the top 2 there.
Yeah, Mirymeg actually, I think he's 11th race one. A very solid recovery right away by getting it second here.
Yeah.
Right back up on pace again.
Yeah, that's great. And, that's the kind of recovery you want. You want to be able to recover as soon as possible. If it takes too long to recover, the rest of the room kind of feels like it's, going to be tough to really come back if it takes you a while to get to that point.
Yeah. And no, Chrin here, I think it's part of what led him to so much success yesterday too, but Chrin is very much a time trial. It's been brought up before, but he's second place in the world on drive burnout by just a single millisecond.
He actually set a new world record on that before getting that back to that second world wide, like pretty recently, like I'd say a week ago or something like that.
He's had, I think, 5 or 6 individual world records on the track. He's had multiple other world record tops in other places. I know at some point on Peach Beach as well. He's absolutely a time trial. And tracks like these that are so line dependent are what he needs right now to succeed like this.
Exactly.
I think a lot of what we saw on 2v2 yesterday, so many tracks with opportunities to just do these little things to gain more and more time. Did so much for him. I don't even remember if we saw Burnout in 2v2 finals yesterday.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, and he won without his strat.
I mean, that just goes to show you, you don't really need all of your best tracks to win. Like, you know, if you're skilled at the whole game, you know, that's what's going to matter at the end of the day, especially on those more uncommon tracks. You know, if you, and here we are, look, Dry Bones Burnout for Chrin in first. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like from Chrin. How a typical run from a former world record holder will start.
Yeah, and I think the other thing with time trial is, and this is something I experienced very early as well, getting really good at one track just helps you in a lot of ways for other track, because some of these strategies you do are transient.
Exactly, right. And, you know, really grinding out each
Yeah, you see all these edge tricks immediately by Chrin. Yeah, here's the, you also get to the bottom path, you get all these coins immediately, you get doubles as well, and look at the gap already that he has over second.
Yeah.
Shock on this track is still deadly, it can take away this run in a moment, and Cynical having a scream in second too will do a lot to cut into that lead.
Exactly.
For boxes, I don't hate the decision. I think on this track, if you're Cynical, just letting Mirymeg run and keep 2 is very much a viable play as well.
Right, and you see,
it's a really good race.
exactly. And you see Lunaaa here, who we haven't really been able to talk about much so far, is able to golden up early here. She's going to have a bill in like 6th or 5th place here, which I think is really good for this track this early.
Yeah, Lunaa's just been playing solid these first couple of races. There's never been like a top 3. I don't think she's been in top spots at all. She's just been consistently getting like these like mid to high spots.
Right.
Having a bill stream in 9th still isn't even bad. Use your bill this lap and stream the next. You are kind of worrying on Shock, but so is everybody up here. I don't see any dodges this high up.
Right, and we do see one that's out in last from Mirymeg. You know, in the exact spot you want to use it too. We'll see. Like, if anyone's able to expect it, nobody's expecting it. No dodges.
Get him up too, and you're set up perfectly to golden. But Chrin is just fine. He's just still going.
Chrin has just such a huge lead, but I think Mirymeg actually has a chance to break it a little bit. It's been these two pretty much in the top 2 since race 1. So Mirymeg still with 2 shrooms. Chrin is within striking distance actually. So Mirymeg just needs 2 shroom cuts, and you know he's right there.
From the looks of it, I think the Shock was probably just late enough. Chrin was still able to get at least most of the disc off. You're gonna save time, and I think that's still for Mirymeg. Still, a shot that takes you from like 11th to 2nd is incredible.
The blue is out as well, so they shouldn't.
The red though is gonna slow it down. You're gonna have to burn one of your shrooms early.
So this honestly may lock up the race for Mirymeg unless this shroom gets ghosted, perhaps.
Someone's getting that nana.
Yeah. Perfect execution of the NIS, so you just can use the shroom right there, and Mirymeg will lock up first this race. It seems like Chrin, I believe, will still get second.
You don't gotta play it. You don't gotta play it cute. You just gotta get over the line. And yeah, sometimes Shock just kind of wins you the race, and I think Burnout is probably one of the strongest tracks for the Shock.
Oh, absolutely. You see, Lunaaa, despite the bill and, you know, being stuck in the back with a dodge and not dodging, she's still able to pull out 4th. So, really good result from her, I'd say.
Yeah, and look at HeeHaw as well there. He's on 18 after just 2 races in the reset. He's been playing very well as well. You know, again, it's kind of slipped on our radar. Same as Lunaaa, just he's gotten a couple of really good races.
Right, exactly.
And the same thing, if it's all you need, it's gotten him in 3rd. If Mirymeg and Cynical, Mirymeg and Chrin just keep getting 1st and 2nd, there's a very low ceiling of how high you can score. 18 after 2 is pretty much perfect for top 2 account.
Exactly, right. And, you know, it seems like the points aren't, like, super spread out. Like, Mirymeg and Chrin are kind of getting a little bit of a break from the rest of the pack, but everyone else is kind of in the same area.
And it's only been 3 races.
Yeah.
And I think especially in pools, this is kind of bound to happen sometimes. 1 or 2 people are just going to run away with it. And then it means the rest of you, like the people in maybe those 3 for 10 spots, you've got 8 people playing for 4 maybe instead of 12 playing for 6.
Oh, we got my bread and butter, Rainbow Road. I love it. I'm excited to watch this one. I'm always excited to watch the Rainbow Road. Yeah.
Can't imagine why. I'm interested to hear about this track from someone who actually knows what's going on here.
I know a little too much here, to be honest with you. But yeah, the idea here, in my opinion, is you either just drive, just outright drive, just try to run, or the idea is just pull a bunch of shrooms and then use them at the 2 large cuts on section 2. And then from there, you just drive from there, and then it basically becomes a running track at that point.
Yeah, I think that is, to some degree, that is kind of the thesis of how to play this game. Is everything's a runner, it just, when does it become a runner?
Exactly. Right.
And I think right now, if you're a kid, it has easily become a runner.
This is exactly where you want to be.
You got a shroom in 1. Who else? I think Cynical as well, having triple shrooms in 5th. Highest set of triples I saw. That's also very good for positions. Hogan as well up here in 3rd. Looking pretty solid as well, right behind these 2.
Right, and it seems like Mirymeg and Awoken, neither of them have any shrooms, so if neither of them get any, which would actually be, in my opinion, not very fortunate, Chrin can just kind of take a shortcut and just kind of run away a little bit. You see Mirymeg actually does pull in the shroom.
That coin block, though, coin block shroom is probably the best thing you could hold here.
Oh, absolutely.
How long this track is. You want coins. Especially if you're Mirymeg on a little bit of a heavier combo that needs coins much more.
Yeah.
And yes, already getting off the first.
That was a crazy red dodge.
I need to see the clip on that one.
Yeah, that was interesting, yeah. So Mirymeg and Chrin both have mushrooms in top 2, so it seems like these two will kind of run away to start the race, but a 4-minute track, anything can happen. You know, this track is so speed reliant that, you know, coins are so important, and also just being able to take all of the mushroom cuts as well.
It's Lunaaa with the golden, though, starting to run up, especially with Cynical getting back there. All of a sudden, Lunaa's going to be in 4th with triple res.
Chrin actually gets hit out there, so Mirymeg is still back in 1st.
Lunaaa, whoa!
Oh, everyone's going for Lunaaa right now.
Just get flipped by the hammer. Still up here in 5th with a green as well. Not a bad spot to be as well. There's a bit of a cannon glider here. Distances still matter a little bit in this game.
Oh, no! Oh, no, Lunaaa, no! The Kamek also came out there as well, so I'm curious to see what, I believe it was still coin coffer for the Kamek, so I'm interested to see how that's going to affect the front up here.
Yeah, Shock still hasn't happened yet. I have to imagine it's got to be in play soon. I've seen the Shockless move the road here this weekend. I think Max got to know the rest of us know. If Shock hasn't come yet, you use it here.
Yeah,
you get quad reds for it. Lets him take this cut as well.
Yeah, those jump balls might cause a bit of an issue, but maybe not. We got a bunch of reds.
Soak up a lot of them, especially with the number of manas he has. I'm not sure how to feel about backing that mana there. You've told Mac you only have 1 defense for his 3 reds. Just go the
just go the other way. That's the right play. Max still has these 3 red shells at their disposal. The blue comes out and is on the way to Mirymeg. I'm not sure how much that's going to do.
3.
That is very good, I will say. So this blue is going to be a little interesting for Mirymeg, who's probably going to get hit by it. Oh, the shock comes out. Wow.
The shock is a paid actor.
The shock comes out as soon as the blue happens. But I think Mirymeg did actually get an extremely slow glider, so the gap is still going to close a little bit.
Yeah, it's Lunaaa actually now taking second with the golden. I think Lunaaa dodged or shock or something, but all of a sudden Lunaa's in 2.
Despite Mirymeg's lead, this is not a guaranteed win.
She's out of items though. Just saw the baby peach wave. If you're waving, you have no items. That is. You never want to give information to your opponent for free. That is a slight misplay. I don't think it'll matter too much.
Yeah. I would like to say that's maybe a mistake because she was goldening and maybe she just kept pressing the button and then it went a little too far.
I don't know if they noticed. I don't know if it'll matter, but it is something. Mirymeg now with max coins in 1. This coin pull is just taking space with quad reds for Cynical in 2. And another red
going for Mirymeg as well. This is going to be very interesting if Cynical can execute these reds really, really well. Cynical gonna take the glider pull cut here.
Throw another one up.
Hey, this is crucial.
That's part 1.
There we go.
He's got it. And he's up here with 3 reds. Gonna get the last one. Not gonna change the last one. I don't know if he needs to.
It's all based on if these reds can reach Mirymeg, which I don't know if they will. I don't think they will.
There's the same speed on this road anyway. Yeah, Mirymeg's crossing the line.
Yeah, Mirymeg's gonna get first once again.
5 reds to Mirymeg is not gonna be enough.
Somehow 5 reds was not enough to do it.
The blue fire road is something.
Yeah, it kind of messes with the items a little too much, I'd say. And also on Rainbow Road, you know how the track is so wide. All the items just take the middle of the road, so they're just naturally slower already.
It's Chrin falling to 7. They're still in second. It was Cynical getting a great race. HeeHaw actually falling to 11 there. And Luna's now up to 6th. But look at that gap between 5 through 8. It's just 2 points.
Yeah.
20, 19, 18, 18. It's so close right now.
Any of those players can just get one really good race and the others get really bad races, and they're just super far ahead of everybody
and
else.
Also throwing all this off is that first Sky High race that didn't count. You know, it's great for Matt, because if he's on the bubble, that first race is giving him 3 or more of everybody. He wants that. Great for Brat as well, because you can kind of sneak up on people who maybe forgot about her, which is going to take 7, 8, 9.
Exactly.
We did manage to send like a picture of the scores. We can get. I think we might be able to get a reset of those placement points.
Hopefully, if we can get some kind of score, I'm trying to look to see if I can get something right now, but I don't know if I can rewind into the stream thought or anything. That's about the only way I can find them. So, but all we know is we know Mac got first and Brat got second, and then after that, we're kind of just trying to figure that out.
Is it Gizmo third?
I think so. Yeah.
So that bump is going to be good for him. I don't remember where he's right now. I think it's been a bit of a rough patch since the reset. I want to say he's in like 8th or 9th. But it's still absolutely recoverable. Only 1 Grand Prix in so far. We've got 8 races left.
Yeah, 100%.
We've played probably a lot of the most high variance tracks, I would say. I think Burnout is obviously the one in this room people have been fearing. We got out of the way. Chrin got a second.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
We're going back.
Yeah, we're going back to KTV. And now the race has to count, right?
And we
got to
played
get a count
KTV twice in 5 races. This is why we play.
This is why we play Mario Kart.
Oh, is Gizmo actually on 18? Yeah, Gizmo probably is in right now, actually.
Either that or he's very, very close.
It's 28 over 4, pretty solid pace as well. About I can get his pace from 84. We've seen how to play this. We've seen what Chrin should be able to do. You get those triple shrooms. Triple shrooms are probably even better still than the 6 shrooms.
I would agree, actually. You know, just drive up. You're in 7th. Ideally, you're in a bit of a higher spot. Yeah, I would say just shroom ahead
Yeah.
a little early. Hope that nobody else has like a million shrooms that they can use to pass by. Or
Yeah, I think Luna's kind of forcing Chrin's hand there, but I think you go around. Yeah, you just go around here. Chrin, I think Chrin's star just got ghosted.
yeah,
Yep.
it seems like it.
This guy cannot escape the
Yeah.
ghost. Oh my God. The ghost giving just enough time for me to take the off cut there too. He did manage to lose his super mini turbo, but he did see it off.
Yeah, Six actually is able to land a back on Gizmo there. So Mirymeg is going to hold a star in first as well, with Mac also with a star in fourth. The idea now, I think you either just predict shock, or if it's lap 5, you just take that second shortcut.
Okay. Yeah, Mirymeg and star. Cynical's got a red for waiting for it when it's over. Max got 3 reds waiting for Cynical when that red's got 3.
The blue
There's
comes
blue.
out.
And Mirymeg cannot dodge this. We know that. His star's gone. Mirymeg going for a wall dodge. Wrong game.
No,
You're still getting
it's a
for
little
boxes.
too hard here.
You gotta slow down. You hoping for triple streams here, getting a red instead.
That's not what you want.
I feel like it's Mac's race to lose. He's got 4 shells, 3 of them being
It depends on what these players behind have. If any of them have mushrooms, they're just going to be able to steal the win. And, oh, HeeHaw getting hit out, and it's Woken that steals the first place. Wow.
Another second for Mac. Another incredible race by him. He's been playing very well this whole set.
Listen, a 4th from HeeHaw is still great, but if you're HeeHaw, that may be a little tilting, especially with how close you are to elimination.
Yeah, it was Chrin getting 3rd. Mirymeg getting, I think, 8th there as well. Another bounce back from Chrin after a bit of a slightly weaker race last time. Back up in 3rd right again. Still in 2nd, only a couple points off. Those two are still running away with it. It's not to the extent that they were before, but they're still... They can probably relax at this point.
Exactly. And, you know, Koopa Troopa Beach, you know, even if you're, you know, the best player in the room, literally anything can happen. You could be in any room and you could still get, you know, a bottom 3 spot, for example.
Yeah, no, I mean, we watched Mirymeg be in 1 the whole time. Have a star, he ghosted in first. Use a star at a pretty good time, and then just, there's a blue. And then you're back.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I think a green hit him as well. You have 3 different things missing there. Even if it was just 1 less, it could have been so much better. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Exactly, right. So we're coming up on, I think this is race 6, right?
Nearly at the, yeah, I believe race 6.
Right.
Whatever we see on screen, I'd won.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm curious to see what tracks are going to come out. I wish we could see who exactly votes for each track, you know, but it is what it is.
Why would anyone ever want that feature?
You know, yeah, you know, we don't need that feature, actually. We're all good. But we've got Peach Beach, another very interesting track.
Shroom up final boss. I talked about it earlier. It's another track Chrin is very good at. There's pretty much, it can vary a little, but there is essentially just one game plan here, and it is get triple shrooms and a dodge in some order, and use the dodge when shot.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I'd say being good at this track in terms of driving, it'll help, but there's not really a whole lot you could do to break away, I'd say, you know?
Right.
Like, I feel like there was a time where, like, I was kind of in a similar boat. Like, every room I played, and I felt like I was the best at driving this track, and it really doesn't do much for you.
Yeah, most tracks, I would say, have developed, that are very shot-reliant, have developed another one of 2 ways, which is either the range in which shot can happen is so wide that a single dodge cannot cover like enough of the dodgeable range to be safe, or it could happen on lap 2 or 3 and you have to play the guessing game when it happens. I think Sky has a good example of the second case of that, it's a lap 2 or 3 shock. And then probably something like Dino Dino Jungle is a good example of the other case. Shock can really happen anywhere from probably first set to honestly right before the end of the shooting count. Obviously, it's always not going to take it all day. This track is, in my opinion, probably the only exception.
Right.
There's one place track like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much always in the same spot unless someone's feeling a little interesting, you know?
So the timer, it's going to be in about 20 seconds. I'm pulling up a stopwatch right now.
Pull it up. We're
This
watching.
closer to 15, but it is after you come after the set. There is one more set pretty soon after this, and it is the only place to do it. Chrin's got 2 streams right now. He's in a pretty good position. Gonna opt to go around the Nisk, and that is gonna open up these boxes for everybody else. Mirymeg's able to take it as well. There's red coming. It's going for Mirymeg.
Chrin's still holding on to a mushroom.
There it is.
There it is. As you said, you know, whenever it's used, we're gonna be pretty close to what you said. So I'm curious to see who's gonna dodge, if anybody. This shock is going to be used in last.
And
It seems like Lunaaa is going to get a dodge.
Activate shock. HeeHaw's got 2 boxes. Golden is exactly what you want here. It's the best thing you can put on that set. We're seeing that Sing be climbed all the way on the map. Probably gonna turn that 12th into like a 5th or 6th for HeeHaw.
Right, and Chrin is still able to steal the win. Chrin is still able to keep first, but Lunaaa was able to steal 2nd place off of the dodge. She was the only person in the room who dodged that.
Yeah, this has happened to her a couple times, and I think the same thing happened on Rainbow Road as well, and it ended up like a 4th. And it's put her now, I mean, it's right now, it's close in the way you want it to be. It's 4th through 7th are close. Only one of those guys has to worry, and there's still, of course, the race 1 point's gonna mess everything up anyway.
Exactly,
But
right.
there's been a few times now for Lunaaa if she's been like the only one to dodge, or she just gets shocked in a great spot, and it just does wonders for her. We saw Rainbow Road, it took her to 2nd like immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Here as well, same deal. She dodges, she gets 2nd. This game plan's working great for her, especially as long as she's getting tracks.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, HeeHaw was able to use that shock, just get a few extra spots, and HeeHaw ended up getting 6th that race. So really good for HeeHaw. That's exactly what you want, because I know he's kind of been in the mix. He's gotten a lot of really good spots, a lot of really bad spots the whole time. This is right in the middle. This is kind of where you want to be. You still want a few more points to kind of get ahead of like that close area. Just keep yourself safe, and everything will be good.
Yeah, and I think after Kuba Tripa Beach, you gotta be happy with 12-6. There's Charging Chuck is here. Ginja switching to Charging Chuck now.
So
we love football on the track.
we go from a rather simple track to possibly the most tech-heavy track in the entire game, Whistle Stop Summit.
It's close. I think it's this one.
It's so far and away. I agree.
Just in the top 10 in the world, there's a split of about, I think, 4 seconds from 1st to 10th.
Yeah.
Most tracks in this game, my inevitable goal someday is get within 5 seconds of a record time trials. Rainbow Road is the exception because it's twice length of a normal track.
Right.
Not this one. It's just, it's too much.
Yeah, there's just so much going on here. I think this track is easily the one I'm the furthest from world record on, like by a lot.
So Cynical right now is in first. He went for like up the jump, just missed it. There was already a piece of tech. I think he could maybe have gone for a lap run. He did.
Yeah.
There's just so much to do with you always. And there's so many levels of executing it, and there's so many levels of precision.
Right.
Gizmo
Gizmo is going to be the furthest one up to land at the shortcut, but Mirymeg is right there.
But Gizmo, you burn that trim immediately. I don't hate it. You want to be in first. If you're in first, you can pretty safely take the trims cut. You've got a green now threatening it back on Mirymeg. Mirymeg's got 3 greens threatening 3 up on you.
Mirymeg is equally as much of a threat, however, with triple green shells, and you know, Mirymeg, you know, I'd argue one of the best players in the world is just, you know, probably just gonna play as aggressively as possible.
Gizmo got the weaker Nisk, Gizmo clipped the wall. You still make it, but it is a lot slower, and that's how all of a sudden Mirymeg with triple greens and a bomb in first. Probably the single best defensive play you can have.
Exactly. You know, nothing to dodge the blue, but you do have potentially, if needed, 4 defensive items if there's no blue shell.
Yeah, it looks like Gizmo opted to go on Nisk as well. Very much paying off. Trapping that first rail, and you have triple greens now. Just missing the box, but I think it's okay.
Mirymeg starting to back on the rails too. You saw that green coming back. There's the bomb.
Yeah, but it is Mac with the 2 reds and 3. They're even right now. Bit of a stalemate here. I think if you're Mac, you're gonna go for it. Gizmo back. Shot comes out.
A couple dodges. There was a swoop flare in the middle that dodged. I believe he was awoken.
Looks like a Woken dodge.
I'm not sure if she's going to be able to get any more spots than 3rd, potentially 2nd, but it seems like Mirymeg is just going to win.
You have to be able to save 2nd.
Absolutely. But it seems like
yep, there it is.
Mirymeg's just going to take 1st. And it seems like Gizmo did fall off on the shortcut. Awoken will get 2nd, but that's going to push Gizmo back very far
back. And Princess Brat, I think, as well, stealing a 3rd there. With how close that back was, I'm not sure. But just look at it. There was a baby piece that fell apart there. It was either 6 or Lunaaa. We'll see in a moment.
It was 6. Both of them are all in the back, and Brat does steal 3rd, as you said.
Yeah, I think she's in the 7th by just a couple of points, but that very well could be a 6, especially with how close this pack was. Again, she had a great race 1, and she's always got that to hold on to it. And being 7th for her could just be 5th or 6th.
Exactly. And, you know, let me talk about this, because if you're Awoken there, you know, Awoken towards the start was like 11th overall or something like that. That is exactly what you want if you're Awoken, because now she goes from 11th, and now she's in like 3rd overall. It's still close in that area, like between 3rd and like 7th or 8th, but that's exactly what you want. Like, you know, she's scored a bunch of points in the last couple of races, so that's got to feel really good.
Yeah, she got a second there, still a first on Quick Trip Beach as well. I mean, Peach Beach was good as well. She's been having really good races. She's got a quick something insane just happened over on the other setup. It's Cheap Falls. It's pretty liable for things like that. Someone
just did something over at the other pool, man. We have no way to know.
Someone won a race in Mario Kart.
I mean, hey, that's a good reason to celebrate, you know? I'm not sure how many races they have left over there. We've got 5 left over here. I believe they probably have, if I had to guess, like maybe 2 or 1.
More Shroomer.
Yes!
Yes!
We're getting all of them tonight.
It's pretty much just it's like Down Jungle is left for Shroomers, and that's about it.
Right. I'm curious to see how many people are going to just bite the bullet and just drive forward without getting any shrooms here.
I'm going to be really mad if I see more than 5 people start driving forward.
See, Mirymeg's going to bite the bullet, Awoken's going to bite the bullet, Cynical. Chrin is the highest spot who actually got a mushroom, was able to take the cut, but unfortunately not able to steal first at this moment.
So I mean, you see it right now, 2 people with the same holes. It's Princess Brat and Mac, both with some shrooms and a star. 6 and 8. This is just what you do on this stream. You stop the first set, you get triple shrooms and star. You can win if you don't do that, but pretty much the most surefire way to give yourself the best chance for a good position is just this.
Exactly.
You use this shroom now, you've got 1 more shroom for the beginning of lap 2, and then you star lap 3, and you guess if Shock is going to happen here or at the last episode.
Exactly.
There are
and
2
Nana,
places it happens.
that Nana was really interesting. On the screen, it did hit Mirymeg, but it did unfortunately not actually connect.
Yeah, Mac going a little bit wide to get a chain, although with a full to this box, I'm not sure what I'm chain for. Triple greens is about as good as you're going to get. I think Max still lives. It's now Gizmo with the money pull in the high spot with a shroom and a star and 4. I mean, go wide because of 6 triple reds is not going to get hit by her shooting with that.
Yeah, right. And this is the kind of position you want to be in, I'd say. 1 shroom and a star in 4th on the end of lap 2 on this track. I'd say it's kind of the money pull at this point. You can maybe hold the shroom for lap 3, maybe. That's a little risky, but I'd say that's a right play.
You have to hold it for this. You can't get ready by 6. You don't want to use your star early.
Yeah.
If you do all this just to not dodge enough, it's really good. But look at this pack split as well. Top 6, bottom 6 are really split.
Right, you see Brat in 5th. It seems like
Brat
Brat
has a star in 1 now. Shark's got to be coming soon. You got to use this thing soon. There's not much time left.
Not much time. You see Mirymeg still kind of looming over in 2nd. Gizmo still holding the star first.
Use this star. You just use it soon.
You have to use it very soon,
This
otherwise
is the only place it happens. No.
Gizmo!
Just use it.
There we go. And I think this is now Gizmo's race to lose, I think. Gizmo, I think, just locks up first here, and then Mirymeg should be 2nd. I'm curious to see if that's Mac or Awoken in 3rd. I believe that's Awoken. And then potentially 6 in 4th.
Go to Vegas, I guess, if you know to bet on that. Oh my god, man.
That was very risky, but hey, it worked out, and you know what? That's all that matters at the end of the day.
And I will say, I think Gizmo is in kind of the mid spots right now, so with that knowledge in mind, sometimes you have to take a bit of a bigger risk like this.
Exactly.
And it clearly is paying off for him immediately. We're going to see he shoots up to 7th now, and look how close it is in these mid spots here. There's 2 spots off Cynical. Look, it's 54, 53, 51, 49, 47. It's so close in like 3 through 7. And Gizmo's put himself in that conversation.
Yeah, it's all so close, and obviously these points are pending. That first... That pull back
What's going on in pool 2?
It's getting pretty close to finishing up, so everyone's getting super hyped. They've got like, maybe they might be done at this point. That might have been last race or something.
They just had a whistle-stop race of their own. Something prompted a pop on.
I'd be curious to see if they're starting to wrap up a little bit. I'm not sure, but we still got 4 races over here.
Still a whole Grand Prix left. Still some time to bring it back. I think Chrin and Mirymeg are getting ever closer to locking it up, but for the rest of our players here, so many people are still in the conversation here. I don't really think anyone's out of it. Ginja, I think switching to the charging chuck, that might be a sign of just kind of throwing in the towel and having fun for the last couple of races.
Right, yeah.
But just about everybody else can still keep fighting. Really should.
Yeah, he's been having a rough go at it. And I think he realized pretty quickly that, like, you know, it's not, something's not going right. Maybe, you know, change the charging truck just to, you know.
If I've ever seen it.
Right. But yeah, no, if you're Ginja here, like, you kind of realize things aren't going right. Even if Charge and Chuck isn't really, in the meta, maybe a switch up, I know Ginja does love using Charge and Chuck, even in like a regular match. So
I will say, Chrin and Mirymeg are still going with it, but Mirymeg has put a lot of distance between himself and Chrin. Chrin's closer to third now than Mirymeg.
Right. And if you're
Chrin missing the
Mirymeg,
box, they're in fifth as well. That's kind of your instant impulse sometimes. If you can pull those triple streams in fifth, you just win. You can miss a chance to get that.
exactly. And, if you're Mirymeg, having that lead, it definitely just makes you feel super comfortable with your position. It's the pools. You don't want to, like, if you have a big lead over second, you just kind of want to just chill. Don't do anything crazy. Just kind of let things happen around you a little bit.
Cynical right now, I'd say in the best position by far, having 2 streams in 4, avoiding all these nanos. Brat's not quite close enough to catch a draft. And chain here as well, you're in 4th, you kind of need to get either higher or lower. You really don't want to be stuck in 4th here. You're just going to keep pulling like bangs and shells. Maybe a single stream or a boo, but you really just need the triple stream because that's what matters most.
Exactly. And
The Simba's going to stream up, Mac's going to stream up, and Mac's got him. You're going a little bit too wide into that cut, getting clipped by the Wrangler by Brat. Now she's got that 5th lane block, she's got a chance to get triple streams coming soon.
Yeah, this pack is super close still. Like, this, really, it feels like the start of our race almost. Like, with how close
Mac in
everything
this?
is.
Oh, God.
Probably like 7th or something like that. You see the blue is in pocket from Gizmo, so I believe that's a Woken in first who has to worry about that at some point.
I think Cynical's the only one to stream to deal with this blue. They might just let him in the run, but right now it looks like Maven's in first, and there's not really room to slow down anymore because you've got all these boost panels here.
Exactly. There's not really any room. This is the kind of moment you kind of want to get this blue out. However, these shrooms,
That's
you want to take
got
the
a red
cut.
shell right now.
Yeah.
Gizmo's got a red in the pocket and 2 now.
Yeah, basically.
Greens up.
Hey.
And Mirymeg's running the stream.
Mirymeg has no idea that the blue is behind him.
You don't
Mirymeg
wanna
has
do
no
that.
clue. And Gizmo taking the cut as well, of course. The shock
He's
is in
probably
play.
going to be using this soon.
Obviously, Gizmo has no idea that the shock is in play. You want to get that blue out as soon as possible. And maybe Knight wants to use the shock. The blue is now out of play.
That shock actually just saved Gizmo's life. He was going to just tumble off the track there.
I didn't even catch that.
Slowed down moments of just missing the edge of the track there and barely staying in. And Chrin coming out as one of the big winners. He's good at this track and he's back up in second. Mirymeg's probably just getting first here with that grab. But we want to look at our winners here. Gizmo's still in third. He needs this right now. He just had a great race. He needs another one.
Right, if you're HeeHaw, you need to get rid of this boomerang as soon as possible.
He's working on it.
You get that out of there and ideally get rid of the fire, but maybe you want to hold on to this maybe for some last
Fire back here is this is one of the best packing spots in the game. You have to drive.
Makes sense going on over there, but we've still got a lap 3 to look at. HeeHaw, unfortunately, with no mushrooms, take the shortcut. Everyone's behind him, pulling him as well.
Gizmo tumbling all the way down.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Gizmo, who is still fighting for it.
However, you do have some solace in it. It's the same people back at the top 2. It's Ginja in 3rd, who's kind of acting as a bit of a point sponge. Gizmo is still in 7th, but that gap is so much larger now.
Yeah, that gap is starting to the gap is starting to get bigger and bigger. So if you're these players who are sitting in the middle, you want to get to the front now. Like, this is the moment where you have to realize, like, the points are starting to get further away. You have to get a good spot now. We only have, what, 3 races left or something like that?
Gizmo and Brat are absolutely still in it, especially, again, we keep talking about it, but those 12 points from race 1, 12 is a lot.
Exactly.
It's like 20% of the score she currently has on screen from these races.
Exactly,
It's
right.
going to help her, but you just want to be in 6th outright. Because if she's in 6th outright, she just makes it. I don't know where Mac is either. I think Mac's probably in top 6. He's been having some really good races lately.
Right.
As well, same thing, Mac's going to get a huge bump too. He's got like 5 on everything except for that.
Yeah, exactly. And that first, on the first race on Sky High Sunday for Mac, is really helping them get to a point where they're not fully comfortable, but in a position where they're like, okay, I can actually move on. That first race is kind of helping me out a little bit. And, just play these last 3 races and at least just get decent spots, and then you're just fine, pretty much.
We're in Shaggy Bazaar now. Yeah, coming back to a runner after we've had a stretch of a lot of more shroom heavy tracks. I think, yeah, the only like proper shroomers we have left are. We've got Mario Circuit and we've got Dino Jungle.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for like proper shroomers. Everything else is runnable to some degree.
Right. I feel like Dino Jungle has been very uncommon during Catalyst so far. Like, I feel like I haven't seen it played a single time.
Yeah, Dino feels the most spiritual like it is.
Right.
The way it gets played, the way you have to play it, how you need to run up a bench.
Exactly.
I think just that shroom cut feels too over-centralizing to people, and they just kind of bite their tongue at it, and I get that.
Exactly. You see Mirymeg, Cynical, and Chrin as our top 3 to start off. The highest spot with a mushroom currently seems like Mac in 5th place right now.
But this pull right now is so strong for Chrin as well. Yeah, Chrin's gonna have that. I think Mirymeg
Oh, like
gets
Green
back
on the
rail,
rail
though.
is able to
You
recover.
have to burn that trim early, but that's still fine. You're still up on here. Mirymeg's defenseless. 6 has got double greens and 4. Going for the backup setup, he might be able to still hit this.
Just a late charge jump and a back green. That is
This
really
is one of,
unfortunate.
it's one of the nastiest back spots. here
Right.
as well. Just nothing you can do about that. You can't see it coming. This X-turn is brutal.
Right. You see,
Usually you're rewarded with triple streams for it. Not bad at all. Very good consolation prize. Especially going into this last lap, you have so much room to do whatever you want with them. HeeHaw doing some working too with those hammers.
exactly. And you see that Baby Peach actually, I think, just got hit off like glider. I'd be curious to see who that was.
What happened today? That barrel in the back this night. What is going on?
Yeah, what is Knight? Knight is just kind of chilling and having fun, I think. But you see Mirymeg in 1st, 6th and 3rd, HeeHaw in 4th. I'd be curious if that's Cynical or Awoken
Camels are
in
on
the front.
field.
We're going to find out in a second, I
The
think.
boot to dodge the camel. Ghosting triple streams with it too.
That is so good. And I believe those were triple shrimps from 6. So if you're
6
6, that is a little
days.
scary. Yeah. So that is Cynical right back in 4th.
Backing the red too, yeah. So coming up soon, HeeHaw has to know it's just gonna settle for 3rd, I guess.
Yeah, just a very textbook ending. A very late shot.
Someone just dodged and snagged like 2 spots on the line with it too.
Yeah, that swoop player just stole like 2 spots on the line. I feel like all of our swoop players are all in the middle. So whoever that was, that's very good for them.
That was some okay races there as well. I think it was Princess Brat and Gizmo getting 5th and 6th there. It's like
Right. So I guess we'll see. Ginja and Knight are just kind of hanging out in the back right
they're
now.
having fun.
So the Dodger was Mac. So that's very good for Mac. And now
Some Awoken on the bubble. I didn't quite catch the points there.
I think Awoken had 64, and I think it was, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Cynical in 7th with 57.
very close. In fact, we'll get a better chance to see in just 2 more races, but it is go time is now.
Yeah.
And our buffer has shifted. We went from having a close group to kind of a lot of space between like 3 through 6 and a lot of space in 7 through 10. Making it matters, and then about half as much as just getting in is your placement within the group. Just making it all, you need that, but
Exactly,
the better
yeah.
you place, the easier your room is, because you're taking away the spots and getting to someone's score. But you want that just as much.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, wanting to get a more favorable room is the idea. However, you know, if for some of these for some of these players, especially if you're in the middle, the idea is, okay, I just need to get the points to move on, and then
Yeah.
we'll worry about the next room after.
Just survive, and maybe you'll come like 5th.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Right. And, you know, at least you move on. At least you get to play more. You're not completely out of it. You know, you might have a more difficult room, but at least you can still play, you know?
Yeah, Mirymeg and Chrin are safe at this point. I saw someone at 72. With 2 races left, they're probably okay as well. Especially given that 72 plus race one.
Exactly.
Anyone who's at 82 by this point is probably okay. Just it gets very hard to miss it to serve anybody.
Right.
Yeah, Mirymeg getting 114 points. I think just 9 on the reset. 10 on the reset. It's still.
Yeah, this is the first race in a little bit that we've seen Mirymeg not just immediately pull out into 1st. It seems like he kind of got a little bit of a weird strat execution at the beginning and kind of sent him to the left a little bit.
Shipyard is probably the most prone to stuff just not working.
Right.
Because water in this game is already unreliable, and then you go and make it bumpy the whole time on purpose.
Exactly.
And the way it bumps changes based on how everybody plays. Every Wario Shipyard race is personal. It's
Yeah,
true.
that's what it feels like every single time.
Especially if the pace of the lobby is a little bit slow, and then your lap through waves are engineered to suck. Awoken
Oh,
just
nice
got the
avoidance
right
there from
there.
Awoken. Great
We're gonna
reaction
go
time.
Turks.
Yeah, hopefully for her this red can land on Cynical. It seems like it won't.
Her own defense coming out just in time, and another red gonna sniper. And look at how many people have tuned. You take a clip of that.
Yeah, take a clip of that. All so much happened for her.
These triples are kind of forcing a bit of stasis between Cynical and Gizmo. Because you can back them, but the nanos are just going to block them, and you can't really throw things up at Gizmo. You can't really throw. You just can't do much right now. You're just in stasis.
Now this
Blue's a
blue.
great fourth now.
It seems like Mirymeg had a horn for the blue as well, so it seems like he's gonna hang on to 1st with Chrin likely behind in 2nd.
Those two are back up, but it's actually Knight who's back.
And Knight had enough of having fun in the back. He's back. He's going for it.
Ghost in 2nd for Chrin, though.
This is wonderful, and there
And
is a shot in play.
It's going to be a second before it's out because of the kill.
I think this is an amazing spot for Awoken, but you don't want to use this shock too far up because everyone behind you is going to dodge, and it might not actually work for you the way you want it to.
Yeah, he's probably going to use soon. Most shocks are just going to change in the set. Chrin's probably in a position to win with a Ghost and 2.
Yeah, and you see Awoken right now is just dropping back to make sure she can shock as many people as possible.
Chrin dodges. Dodges with a red, too.
Yeah,
Either you get first or you red Mirymeg. You choose.
Yeah, there goes Mirymeg. And now Awoken finds herself with a golden in 4th. This might actually secure her an advancement spot, if I had to guess. This is a wonderful position.
She needs a good race sometimes. She's getting it. Especially with these triple reds coming next, and Mirymeg's just in a coin block.
Yeah.
You're not going to be good in 2. You're just going to get a second here.
Yeah, she just steals second. That's exactly what you want.
And a second right now with Chrin and Mirymeg and 1 and 3 is basically a first.
Exactly. That's pretty much a first at the end of the day, because those two players are just so
3
fun.
on 4th, 4 on 5th, so on. You keep going. It is Gizmo getting a good racer, but you're still just really just divide separating. You're not even on the block anymore. It's HeeHaw now.
Exactly. And, you know, obviously these points are still pending. We don't really remember the first race results. But
Max doing all right, too. He's on 76 now.
yeah,
And again, and that's a
add 15 to that. Yeah, so he's on 91.
He's fine.
Yeah, Mac is chilling. Mac's good.
We've got final race coming up here.
Yep.
Mac on 91's got to be safe now at this point. Beyond that, I think those 3 are the only ones that are really secure. It would take some insane word for Awoken to get out. I think she might be safe. It'd take like a 12 from her base win.
Yeah.
I've got to imagine Awoken's good as well. I think it's going to come down to like Cynical, HeeHaw, Gizmo, and Princess Brat fighting for these last 2 spots here.
Right.
The ones in right now are favored, but those 12 from Brat are going to shake things up. I think with those 12, she's on like mid-70s, which going to race 12, that's pretty good pace.
Yeah, I would say. And, you know, just like a good race from her right here, it just kind of locks it up for her, I'd say. And as long as
he's capable of getting, because sometimes that can be a problem at LAN. Is like, yes, you can like, score okay. Yeah, so 73 with the plus 12.
And we're ending on DK's
Oh
base
my
boards.
The other streamer I forgot.
Yeah.
You can sometimes like score well at LAN, but you have a problem of like you can't break into top 3.
Exactly.
And that has not been a problem for her at all. She's been in first more than once. She's had some seconds and thirds. And I think with these top 2 being as impressive as they can be sometimes in Chrin and Mirymeg, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. There's plenty of people in this room who I can guarantee I've never seen top 2 this room.
Exactly.
He's got it twice at this point.
Yeah. Now you see Chrin, Awoken, Mirymeg, and Cynical as our top 4 to start, but that surely will not last.
Right, yeah. I mean, it feels like obvious because you can do this in an interactive game, but your options are run and back. And there is truly no in between. You really can't play that.
That's what it feels like. Gizmo with an
Gizmo.
interesting interaction. Nice save there from Gizmo.
Because you either stay in the back and pick the right time to run up, or you run with a couple shrooms and just kind of pray you get teams.
Exactly.
That's not what Brat needs right now, especially when it's part of a competition. That's Singby's intent, though.
Right.
And Gizmo's on 11, too. A lot of our people on the bubble are all sort of in the background. Cynical being in 4th. That's exactly what he wants.
Yeah, this is what Brat wants to do right now. Just like hang back, make sure you get 9th place blocks. You don't want those triple greens. Coin shield, not really what you want, but a golden could get you some spots here. And then hopefully you chain at
Really,
this set.
so low on points, too. HeeHaw's...
Yeah, HeeHaw's on a good 20. HeeHaw is... Yeah.
She's only got like 4. You need to get content.
Yeah, great build from HeeHaw.
Building
Oh,
and
no!
getting starred, too. I don't know where Brat is, but if she dodges or has shot, all of a sudden he turns right back around in her favor, especially with how close it's packing.
Everyone is so close. If you're HeeHaw, that's not good for you.
That's in front of him, but it's not by that much, and everyone's billing.
Everyone has shrooms and everyone's billing. It's just going to come down. The shot goes out!
She can maybe pull a draft. She's getting big first. Everyone's passing around the line. And He's in. He's in.
Unbelievable!
Cynical got last. Brat got 8th. I don't know if that's going to make the difference.
Fuck up first from that.
It's okay. Cynical, Gizmo, and Princess Brat. Cynical needed a very bad race one to not make it.
Right. So it's really going to come down to the whatever the Sky High Sunday race looked like. Plus that, you know, we just got to compare those 2 and we'll figure it out. But it seems like our definite locks are Mac, Mirymeg, Chrin, likely HeeHaw as well. And then after that, it's just going to come down to whatever the disconnect points are. So
yeah, I think it is the way it works out. I think Cynical needed 8th to tie. Not 8th he ties, 9th or lower on Sky High he's out. And we know he wasn't top 2. I don't think he was 3. I think Gizmo might have been on 4 though.
Right. Now,
I think Brat has beaten Gizmo because Brat had 2 or 3 over him.
right.
So those 2 are the ones on the board.
Okay. So, just as a reminder, while we wait for the points, the winner of the Mario Kart World FFA today will win this awesome custom license plates. Well, I love these. Pretty much the 2v2 winners and the 8 Deluxe free-for-all winner also won these. So these are going out to a few people.
I think Cinda took home 8 Deluxe yesterday's for 8 Deluxe.
Cinda took home 8D, yeah.
Chrin and Tippy Cat took them home for World. All 3 of them are looking to bring home another one and just add more to the collection.
If you're any of those players, you want 2 of those.
Oh, absolutely. Be the only one this weekend to come home with more than 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna learn soon who made it. I think we're doing the math right now, but it had to be close.
It has to be very close. And
There's 4 spots. 5 Cynical makes it, 4 he doesn't, 1 he ties.
exactly, right.
I
So
think maybe 4 1 4 actually.
we're trying to figure out those points now, and we will let you know who advances from this room once we learn of those scores.
Ooh. Let's see.